Hey guys, welcome to Investify, where we help you grow your wealth through smart investments. Today we'll provide you with an update on vehicle prices, including new cars, used cars, and electric vehicles, or EVs. We will discuss recent market trends and inform you about what you can anticipate. Have you ever found yourself struggling to make a decision? Whether it's choosing between two job offers or deciding what to eat for dinner, decision-making can be a challenging task. But what if I told you that there's a way to make better decisions with less stress and uncertainty? Let's dive into the world of decision-making and discover some helpful tips and tricks. Don't forget to like and share this video. Click the subscribe button for more updates. Let's begin with new cars. The good news is that for the first time in 20 months, the average price paid for a new car has fallen below the manufacturer's suggested retail price. The average sales price of a new car has now decreased by $171 below MSRP, indicating a move in the right direction. To put this in perspective, approximately 12 months ago, buyers were paying an average of $1,000 above MSRP, with some individuals paying even more. While negotiating the price of a car is something I'm accustomed to, it hasn't been possible for the past 2 years due to the high demand and limited supply. However, with the current market changes, it's time to start haggling again. But keep in mind that the degree to which you can negotiate the price will depend on the car brand. In March, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Ford, Nissan, and Volkswagen all saw price drops, with some experiencing declines of up to 3.8%. On the other hand, Honda and Kia are still selling 3 to 6% above MSRP, so it's best not to try your luck with them. Despite this, the average selling price of new cars is continuing to decrease at a steady rate. To put things into perspective, the average selling price was $49,507 in December, $49,388 in January, $48,558 in February, and $48,800 in March. So if you're in the market for a new car, now may be the time to take advantage of these changes and snag a great deal. The cost of the cars has decreased by approximately $1,500 in the past 3 months, which translates to a reduction of $500 per month. While this news is certainly welcome, the truth is the car prices are still incredibly high. According to JD Power, the average price of a new car is $1,800 higher than it was in the previous year. In fact, the average transaction price has increased by a staggering $13,000 since 2019. Additionally, with interest rates on the rise, monthly car payments have hit record highs. Despite the high cost, people are still buying cars. The Bureau of Economics reports that in the first quarter of this year, there were 3.68 million new car sales, an increase of 11.7% compared to the same period last year. Although it's the strongest quarter since Q1 of 2021, sales are still down by 7% compared to Q1 of 2019 before the pandemic. The current inventory of new cars is about 1.8 million, which is double the inventory lows experienced in 2021 when inventory was under 1 million. However, it's still far below the pre-pandemic range of 3.5 to 4 million. Although the increase in inventory is giving buyers more bargaining power, it's important to note that inventory levels not yet returned to pre-pandemic levels. As a result, it's unlikely that there will be a significant reduction in sticker prices. Moving on to the topic of used vehicles. The situation is a bit more complicated than with new cars. It's harder to predict resale values, and the supply and demand dynamics are less certain. In general, the index value of used cars, adjusted for seasonal changes, continues to drop. After reaching its peak in December 2021, used car prices have fallen by 15%. But the pace of decline has slowed down considerably since March. Here's a chart to help you visualize this trend. However, the non-seasonal adjustment index value shows a slight increase in used car prices after a rapid decline. This is shown in another chart, which displays the wholesale prices of used cars. Dealers are now paying more to restock their inventories, and prices have been increasing for 4 consecutive months. This suggests that the falling prices of used cars may be coming to an end. According to Cox Automotive data, tighter inventories will prevent used cars prices from falling rapidly. At the beginning of March, used car supplies stood at 38 days, down from 42 days a month ago and 47 days a year ago. On the demand side, there are a few things to consider. Firstly, people receiving smaller tax refunds this year, with the average tax refund falling by 10% to $2,900. This can make a significant difference during the current car buying season. Additionally, interest rates on auto loans are currently elevated, making it more difficult for people to afford a car right now. Many people may have been surprised by the monthly payments with these high interest rates. To sum up, used car prices are expected to remain relatively stable in the coming months. While prices may fluctuate slightly, a crash and significant increase is not expected. However, the supply and demand dynamics may change as inventories and interest rates fluctuate. Here's the update on electronic vehicles or EVs. In the first quarter of this year, 258,882 EVs were sold, breaking another record, with year-over-year sales increasing by 44.9%. The market share for EVs has increased to 7.2% of total sales. There are now 42 EV options to choose from, and more are expected to be available each quarter. Tesla is still the leader in EV sales, with a market share of 62.4%. Chevy Bolt is in second place, followed by Ford, BMW, Mercedes, and Audi, all of which are posting strong year-over-year growth in their EV offerings. I recently bought an internal combustion engine vehicle, which I know lowers my carbon score. However, I want you to know that I paid a sticker price for it because the sales representative told me they are currently not negotiating on price. This doesn't mean that you should feel ripped off or bad if it happens to you too. Negotiating may work with some brands and models, but this was my personal experience with a new vehicle. When it comes to used vehicles, negotiating can be like the Wild West depending on the vendor. However, I want to recommend that you give EVs a chance, even if you're not particularly interested in going green or the environment. Are you considering buying a new car? Well, why not consider an EV? As a former skeptic myself, I can attest to the fact that EVs are amazing vehicles that come with a lot of benefits. Of course, charging may be a concern for some, but if that's not an issue for you, I highly recommend taking an EV for a test drive. Remember, it's always important to do your own research and seek advice from professionals before making any purchase decision. We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts on EVs in the comment section below. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell for more updates here on Investify.